You're absolutely crushing it. I've been following you for a while. Love what you do. You got a huge, you got a very robust team, knocking out 70 deals a year. What are you doing to prepare your clients for this low inventory market?
Wow. So I think on the buyer side is basic, and this might have been covered by Ricky and everybody else, but I think a big one right now for me is tapping into the buyer's emotion and if it's defining if this is a logical step. It's a hard step right now for buyers. So it's basically we're having a really sit down conversation. Is this a logical move right now to do this today, where we have multiple offers, where the asking price on the market is basically just a starting bid, where financing contingencies are almost a thing of the past. I mean, I just had a conversation with a buyer this morning, and we lost out on 2 offers, and I explained that the financing contingency is really what's hurting. And when a buyer is financing and needs that appraisal contingency or that finance contingency, it's hard. It's really hard because especially in Houston, Texas, we're getting a lot of buyers moving from California, people who they sold their house and the equity alone that they made can buy 1 or 2 houses in Houston, Texas. So they're buying near cash. I'm preparing them, talking to them about losing the first couple offers and explaining to them that it's going to be kind of normal with this market. Doing something that I don't really like doing, that we've never done before in the market, which is potentially writing 2 or 3 offers at the same time for each buyer, and understanding that if we write 3, we might get 1. And if we get 2 or 3, then, there's a risk of backing out and some, I don't know how deep we want to get into the conversation, but there are some, what we call in Texas, the option period money. That deposit, you might have to forfeit in one of them if you get 2, but chances are we send out 5 offers, we're going to get 1. So doing that practice, which I don't love, but that's something that's becoming kind of the norm.
Yeah, that's interesting. So as a real estate investor, I do that all the time. As on the retail side, it's not typically done because they're not looking to buy more than 1 house, but that could be a good strategy. And I don't think there's anything unethical about it because ultimately you are getting an option, you're engaging in a transaction, and with that option period, which nowadays getting your 10-day option is probably harder to do that. They probably want to cut that down.
What's a 10-day option, man? There's no say. Now they're 3 and 5 days. We already have the inspector, because the option period you want to do the inspection. We have the inspector basically on call as soon as we send the offer. We send the address. Hey, let's make an appointment for tomorrow or the day after, and if it doesn't pan out, then we cancel it. But we already have them on call. Like we pre-schedule inspections right now.
Yeah, I never really liked the 10-day anyway, just because most inspectors can get out there within 24, 48 hours, get same-day report to following day. So all that can be wrapped up in 5. Right. But having an agent like you that's able to navigate that, have those items in place, ready to go rock and roll, does put them in a better position to succeed, because when a seller's looking at something, there's probably almost always going to be some option period. But when it's option, maybe you do have the financing contingency, but you've got a 3-day option, maybe higher. Are you doing like higher earnest money and other things too?
So right now the big one is, I think it's not even money. I think right now the big one is contingencies, right? So right now, how long is the option period? And if somebody making an offer without a contingency of an option, without an option, right? And I think the best way to beat that, or to walk around that, which I always advise my clients to have an inspection, would be, let's do no option. If you walk around the property, if it's a 2 or 3-year-old property, it's easier to risk not having that option period to back out due to inspections. I'm also advising people to kind of look under, so as far as contingencies, look below your budget, right? Maybe for that financing contingency to help a little bit, and maybe having to bring some cash over appraisal. If your budget is, $275, let's max out the search at $250. So we have that room to play with the negotiation game, the over asking price game. And then, other contingency, like who's paying for the title policy, the times of the seller paying for title policy, the times of seller paying for a home warranty, those days are gone. And they might come back, like Ricky says, they might see an explosion or whatever he called it, a bomb that, we'll have a 3-month window where things will normalize. But right now, we're not asking for home warranties. We're not asking for title policy. We're not asking for surveys. The buyer's not asking for the seller to pay for. Right now, I ask my clients the simple question: what traditional seller costs can you now pay for to help the offer, including and not limited to, buy the seller pizza for a moving day, offer to pay for the moving truck, rent them the U-Haul. I mean,
those are good. So that's unique. Most people aren't doing that. So that's a unique value proposition.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that. It's having the conversation up front with the listing agent. Hey, what is your seller looking for? What would make your seller's life easier? Something that's becoming very very normal now is a lease back, right? The seller closes on the 15th but stays until the 30th or a month after. Right now, I see listings all over saying up front, the seller wants to close in May but can't move till July. And that's it. Yeah. It's non-negotiable. That's you got to let them in there, and you become a landlord for those 30, 60, 90 days. So it's becoming very, very, very normal. It's a crazy market, man. It's unprecedented.